Hi there. I got a question for the HR professionals and business owners. What do Parkinson's law and social media have to do with your open enrollment window? So let me just level set on Parkinson's law real quick, which states that work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion. It's very likely you've seen this in the workplace, where a team is given a timeline to complete a task. Say that timeline is 2 weeks. And they deliver the results right at the very end. Or maybe it was a term paper you had to do in college and you got it done right before it was due. Now, oftentimes the project grows in scope to fit the timeline, or there's some procrastination that creeps in. Research indicates that when people start a new project, they tend to focus on how much time is available and not on how much time it would take to complete the task. So hold that concept in your mind, and let's hear from a Benefits Pro article on social media that said the average American spends far more time on social media each day than reviewing benefits information during open enrollment. Nearly 7 in 10 benefits eligible employees spend just 30 minutes or fewer reviewing their options, while 42% spend 20 minutes or fewer. So when we combine these two, we have a scenario where people tend to take an entire timeline to complete a task, and if that task involves reviewing benefits for open enrollment, 70% of the people spend less than 30 minutes doing so. So you can see where I'm going with this. How long is the open enrollment window that you grant your employees? I've seen a lot of variety out there. I've seen 3 weeks for a company with less than 50 employees who wanted to be nice and give their employees a lot of time. I've seen a 400 life company with employees all over the US give 1 week for an active enrollment and have 100%, yes, that's right, 100% of their employees log in and make their elections. The second company clearly understands the two concepts I talked about. But look, I'm not here to say what the magic timeline is for your company, as each company has its own set of circumstances and culture. But I want to challenge you to consider if your timeline is too long. And you may be asking, well, what does it matter as long as it gets done? Which is a good question. And I'll answer that. The closer you get to bumping up against your effective date, the more bumps your employees are likely to feel. For example, they may not be fully set up in the carrier system at the start of the plan year, or they may not have their ID cards yet. There are steps that the broker and the carrier have to complete before everything is ready to go. Carriers don't take piecemeal data, so until that last straggler is done, everyone else is waiting. And we've seen a trend where carriers are taking longer to complete tasks. So if you want to give your employees the best open enrollment experience, that may mean shortening the window they have to elect their benefits. After all, most people aren't spending much time reviewing their options, but they're also waiting until they're up against a deadline to submit their elections. I know we're entering the second half of the year, and a lot of companies have their open enrollment during that time. So I just wanted to give you something to think about as you're considering what's going to be best for your company. Appreciate you watching. Have a great day.